Welcome guys to the very first head turner video. Today we are kicking things off with a question that we get asked quite a bit, which is how to install our XL brakes. So let's go ahead and get this garage open, get the car out, get us a good space to show you all how to do this. Get started on that now. The XL cart we're going to be working on today is sitting over here. Picked it up used. It basically batteries got gone on it. Controller, motor, everything else perfectly fine on it. So I've got everything laid out for the brake kit. Let's go through all the parts that you're gonna get. That way you know exactly what you're gonna be messing with, what to install, etc. So you'll be getting your wheel half with your adapter and your rotor. You'll be getting your 3D printed brake handle, our brake caliper. We have 3 M6 by 30s. We have 6 M6 by 25s, 7 M6 nuts, brake cable. These are going to be your extra pads, some zip ties. I don't know why these zip ties are not in there, but they should be. I will be doing most of this install with tools that everybody should have in their garage. First things first, remove these covers here using a Phillips screwdriver. After you remove all of the Phillips screws here, you are going to need a 4mm Allen wrench, and that will be going right down there. Get those two out. And here you will find an absolutely disgusting crazy cart. The next thing we'll be doing, taking off steering wheel. To take off the steering wheel, you're going to need a 6mm Allen wrench. Get a brake presser wrench on here. Take these off. Now before we actually pull this fork off, let's go ahead and get the wires for the motor pulled through. The wires for your motor are going to be connected right here to this yellow and blue. You're just going to disconnect here and then pull this wire through there. Once that is through, now we can cut these zip ties, and then everything should come all together with this fork ready to come out of here. Get this cover removed. Next, let's go ahead and push this out. We will get our axle out. You will have a spacer on each side. Okay. We're going to set this aside for now, as we are going to have to take this apart. But first, let's focus over here. Next, you are going to be placing your 3D printed bracket. We designed this exactly to where it needs to sit on there. It's simple as that. You're then going to mark it exactly where you need to drill. Guys, I did forget to mention our option 2 comes with a complete fully machined wheel ready for you to put onto your crazy cart. Only thing you need to mount is actually the sprocket onto the wheel, and you don't have to take it apart. It will already have your spacer in the middle. Slide your axle through, mount on your 3D printed bracket a little bit before that, mount the caliper, the brake cable, and it takes the process time down so much faster. Highly recommend getting that installed, and frankly it's just a lot easier. So if that is something you're interested in, don't forget we always have the option 2 kits available. Next guys, you're going to be getting your 1/8 inch drill bit here. Next we will be moving on to our 9/32. Next, we're going to be mounting our actual bracket on here now. The first bolt that you're going to want to mount is going to be your top left bolt hole up here. You're going to be using the bottom bracket and this caliper. We're going to be using our M6x30. Drop that on through, put it through the bracket. I'm not going to get it tight because now I'm going to want to mount this M6x30 on the bottom side. Just get it started. Next, your last M6x30 is going right here. Next, we will be using one of our M6 nuts to go on there. Your two M6x25s go on the far right side. And guys, both sides of these are 10 millimeters. Like, tighten these down to 75 inch-pounds, not 75 foot-pounds. Last but not least, tighten up your brake caliper ones. Now that this is fully mounted, we are ready to move on to your wheel. This wheel takes a 5 millimeter to get apart. Do not lose this spacer. We are going to be using this with our wheel half. We are going to get our rotor half. Let me go ahead and remove all the air from it and make this a little bit easier. And flip this over. You will then put this in here. Now we have a special product that you are able to order once this video comes out. This makes this install so much easier whenever you go to try and put this axle through. It centers this spacer. It's absolute game changer having this. We have not been able to see anybody that's truly created one that works perfectly. So whenever you do order our full-size option 2 kit that comes with a fully machined wheel and everything, this is always included now. So without further ado, I will be putting this on. Now you're going to be needing your M6x25s here to fully install the rest of this wheel. Turn this over to make this a little bit easier so you can see exactly what it is that you're doing. M6 nut. Again guys, if you do not want to spend the time putting all of this together like this, other than having to put your sprocket on your new wheel, our option 2 kit, it takes away all of this install as far as putting your new wheel half on here. It comes with a fully machined wheel, brand new tire, brand new tube. Now if you're going to be needing to tighten these, do not have a way to get something in there. Easiest way here is you get a T25 and you're going to have to take off this rotor. Once again guys, I'm trying to do this with tools as you guys would have. So now we're going to need 2 wrenches, 2 sockets, 10 millimeters each. Once these are all tight, go ahead, flip it back over, set your rotor back on, install using your T25. Now that your wheel is almost fully assembled, go ahead and fill it up with air. Now we're going to install our sprocket back on. Alright guys, once you are in this spot to where your wheel is fully completed, your 3D printed bracket is mounted, your brake caliper is mounted, go ahead and throw your chain around your wheel so it is ready. Next, get your 2 spacers, put them on here. Slide your axle through. Sometimes you'll have to take a screwdriver, put it in over here just to align it a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Put chain on. Next, go ahead and put your 2 washers on, flat washer, lock washer, and your nut. Tighten down. This is fully assembled, ready to go back on the cart. Make sure your bearing is sitting perfect. I got the top head set up, nuts back on here. Next is going to be installing your steering wheel. It's on down and in there. Next, we are going to make sure that our motor cable is rerouted the exact same way as it was earlier. These wires zip tied out of the way. Now we're going to tighten this bolt right here with our 5mm Allen wrench. Tire moves effortlessly. So now we are ready to install the brake handle over onto our drift bar. And one last thing, go ahead and run one of our zip ties right here, tying it to the fork. And do not be that guy, cut off your excess, please. Let's go ahead and get this handle removed. It is always fun removing these. The brake handle. You are again going to need, I believe, a 5mm Allen wrench here. Go ahead and leave it loose. Install your grip back on. Tighten down your handle. We now have a fully functioning head turner crazy cart brake kit. So I do need a little bit of fine adjustments on here. And essentially what I am going to do, just in case of this happens to you guys, as I pull on the brake here a little bit, there's a little bit to where it's not moving yet. And so essentially what I am going to do is pull up on this lever here, and then I will push the cable through down further, and that way it gets rid of any kind of slack that I have. That way as soon as I start grabbing that brake, it is on and we are stopping. So I'll get to that right now. Now there is literally no slack at all. So as soon as I hit that brakes, it's gonna be on and we are gonna be doing some stopping. Let's go test out these brakes. Let's actually get outside and do some riding. All right guys, we're gonna go ahead and do just how fast these can stop us to 0. This is only a 48 volt battery on here, stock motor, stock controller. So it should do roughly 19 to 21 miles per hour. Yeah, let's get to it and see. As you can see, stop very soon. It is enough that it locks up that front wheel, no issue whatsoever. So, go ahead and get your XL brakes off our headturner.shop. That is our XL brake video. Let us know how we did on our install. I hope that it was detailed enough. I hope that it helps you guys out there. We're always looking to help anybody that's wanting to ride. We're more than happy to make this easier for everybody. We want it to be an easy kit to install that anybody can do from there. Appreciate all you guys' support over the last 2.5, 3 years now. We're starting with our casters and our brakes. We got more stuff coming, so stay tuned and let us know what else you guys need in the future. We out.